Queen Elizabeth II, 95, was admitted to hospital for medical checks on Wednesday last week. Britain's longest-serving monarch spent the night in King Edward VII's Hospital, a private institution in central London used by the royal family. The Queen's spell in hospital came as she, reluctantly, cancelled her planned trip to Northern Ireland the same day. Her brief stint in hospital, which is not related to COVID-19, came after a packed schedule of royal engagements in recent weeks. She returned to Windsor Castle after being discharged with medical instructions to rest for a few days. However, she is expected to be out and about again for COP26, which starts this Sunday. While the Queen may have been ordered to rest at the moment, she is set to be thrust center stage for her Platinum Jubilee next year. The celebration is to commemorate her historic 70 years on the throne, a feat no other British monarch has achieved. However, royal historian Hugo Vickers has issued a stark warning to Jubilee organisers, telling Express.co.uk that the Queen's health must be made a priority. Mr. Vickers helped plan the monarch's silver and golden jubilees and has also been involved in some of the preparations for next year. He said, "She's going to be 96, so you have to be very careful not to exhaust her." The week before the Queen's health scare, Her Majesty was seen using a walking stick during a service at Westminster Abbey service in London, and then again as she opened the Welsh Parliament in Cardiff. Mr. Vickers said, "Years ago, in 1977 I wrote a little book. It's called We Want. It's all about the celebrations that took place in 1977 in London." Sir Martin Charteris, her private secretary, wrote to the organisers and said, "I accept the following engagements for the Queen. If I turn down a few, it is with one view in mind, that she should remain hale and hearty in order, in the fullness of time, to celebrate her Golden Jubilee." Her Golden Jubilee was in 2002 and we're 20 years on from that. He also said to the organisers, when they were putting together their plans, that he had two bits of advice. One was, you must not bore the public, and two, you must not kill the Queen. In other words, you've got to make it fun for everybody and you mustn't exhaust her. The royal expert also claimed that the Queen herself will do about 10 big things over the course of 2022. Buckingham Palace has already released some details about the Jubilee celebrations, which are set to take place across an extended bank holiday weekend from June 2 to 5. Her Majesty is set to attend several events, including the Trooping the Colour Parade and the Epsom Derby. A service of thanksgiving in honour of the Queen's reign will also be held at St Paul's Cathedral, while the BBC will stage a huge live concert from Buckingham Palace. Mr. Vickers said that, due to her age, people would have to come to the Queen for this Jubilee, as opposed to the monarch's previous tradition of touring the Commonwealth. He said, next year people will have to come to her. In the early Jubilees she would go on fantastic tours of the Commonwealth, she would go to Australia, New Zealand, Canada and other places. Now, obviously, she won't do that. They are going to have that long weekend. Windsor has also galvanized itself. They've got lots of good plans there too. I'm on a committee for that. I said to them, the thing I do know about Jubilees is that they don't just happen automatically. You have to inspire things to happen. You have to get things in place. You've got to give people the opportunity to celebrate and then come along and have a good time.